Hey everybody, welcome to the House of Hamm. I am the Empress of the manor. Right next to me we have
the Lady of Shade.
The Lady of Shade, Miss Lisa, and we are here the House of Hamm episode for this week's podcast. And we've got a lot of stuff coming up for you. We've got what we're working on. We'll probably have a little topic, what the aunties say, and everybody's favorite, full-chested fails. I also have another treat at the very end of this video. I am going to add on my music video for that kind of day as well. So for everyone to enjoy.
Dancy.
So let's get into it. All right, we are back and we're going to get into what we are working on, what we're doing. Miss Lisa, what are you working on this week?
3 words. Harvest, harvest, harvest.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
I've got plums all over my kitchen, and I'm not complaining. I don't know if I can, get them all done really fast.
See if Aaron wants some of those plums.
Oh, yes. Well, I feel like you got to process all of that stuff pretty quickly. You don't have a lot of time once you pull it off the tree. So I'm going to, even if I don't make jam tonight, I definitely got to finish getting them pitted and frozen, because you can work with them once you get them pitted. Yeah, and you can do whatever you need to. Okay. So plums, harvest.
See, and of course, I was last week. I thought I was going out to pick 3 cucumbers, and every time I grab them, I'm like, oh, there's another one. Oh, that was kind of small. I better pick it, or it's probably gonna go bad. And then the one I went to pick that I didn't think was that big was like this big, and I was like, oh, and almost overripe. So I need to make pickles today. Luckily, my neighbor gave me some fresh dill from her garden and some basil, and then she said that she picked pears and apples from her parents' orchard, so she gave me fruit too. So nice. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with that.
Pear butter, apple butter.
Oh, see, I was thinking of some apple cinnamon swirl bread.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. And I don't know what I'll do with the pears.
Give me some.
No, you absolutely can take some home with you. And so, the project that I'm working on, I have a baby blanket that needs to be done for a shower that is about a week and a half away.
That's not cutting it close or anything.
So here is the blanket. See if you can see it. It's a little elephant. You can tell it's an elephant.
I can tell it's an elephant. I don't know if it's going to show up on this camera.
Oh, well, it should, but either way, it's a blue baby blanket for impending birth. So yeah, I'm working on that. And then I have this other blanket that I had been working on, but I kind of stopped working on, that I'm thinking about. A friend's got a 50th birthday coming up. And so I'm thinking if I can finish that blanket, it would make a nice birthday gift. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
That would be nice.
Yes, very nice.
Very nice.
And so that may be what I do. And then there's also the blanket I've been working on for my boss.
Gosh, so you're just like, you gotta get busy cranking them out.
Yeah, I put on a show last night and just kind of sat and row after row.
Cool.
And of course, that's what my topic is about too.
I was just gonna say, what show? Anyway, I want to know what you watching.
Okay, so that is what we are working on.
Yeah.
And so now I would like to move on to my topic.
Okay.
So oftentimes for me, if I'm crocheting, it can go a little bit faster and works a little bit easier for me if I can find like a couple of good movies or a show or something like that to watch. So I put on Scandal and started watching it from the beginning.
Oh, Scandal.
And here's my gripe. Okay.
With Kerry Washington.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
okay. How is Olivia Pope, this really smart, got it mostly together type person, but she's so stupid for Fitz? And I get it. Tony Goldwyn, I totally understand. Yeah. But still, why is she so stupid for that man?
Okay.
Girl, I don't understand it.
Okay.
And she's like fixing everybody else's problems, but she just makes her life so much worse than it has to be by just not letting go of.
That woman needs therapy.
Girl. Well, and even the way that she spoke to the girl who's, slept with the president in season 1, and how she tells her how horrible her life will be, if people find out and they know and blah, 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 blah. Come to find out, she's also.
That's how she knows?
I'm like, come on. How can she be such a great fixer, but have.
Okay, I'll be honest.
And some of the storyline is really good, which is why I stayed up pretty late watching, and crocheting. But I was just like, damn, she dumb.
Well, when it first came out, lots of people had that gripe. She did do a couple of interviews. She said for whatever reason, I don't get it, she liked how flawed she was, and how she could have herself together business-wise and still just, be her quote-unquote fool for love, basically. But also, here's the thing that I think that was kind of a trope back then. I still think it's kind of a trope.
Yeah.
But also that's why I'm like, that woman needs therapy, is because sometimes very professional women, they
have it outwardly together, but inwardly
they have it outwardly together. Okay. And they have backgrounds of God knows what kind of pressure at home and what kind of dysfunctional family stuff that goes on. And so they do try to make up some of that dysfunction and trauma and all of that other stuff. No one called it trauma back then, and because what was it, the beginning of Scandal, like 20 years ago, something like that, 15, 10?
Was it really that long ago?
Didn't it go for like,
I don't know,
10 seasons?
I don't know. So here's how I started like watching it. Okay, so it's the algorithm. So on my Facebook, sometimes I'll have reels, and if I'm scrolling, it'll show like clips from shows. So it starts showing all these clips from Scandal. I'm like, that show was good. I need to, you know what I mean? I was like, let me give it another try. You know what I mean? Because I know I didn't finish it, so I don't know like 100% what happened.
Yeah,
I remember some of like the B613 stuff, and like her dad was really bad guy, and her mom was worse, and just all of that stuff.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, spoiler alert. But I know I didn't finish it, because I get to a point where I'm like, if it's ridiculous, I can't do it. That's how I ended up not watching The Walking Dead. Was as soon as the two guys were fighting over the gal, I was like, if they start fighting over her, I'm out, and that is exactly what happened. And so I was just like, ugh, I can't.
Oh, it got so much worse.
That's what I hear.
It was so much worse.
Okay. So, but yeah, so for me, it's like when the plot gets to a point where I'm like, no, then I'm usually like, I kind of check out, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or I'll be like, oh, I'll get back to it. I mean, I haven't finished The Sandman because I kind of see where the end of it's heading, and I don't like where the end of it's heading. So I'm like, I'll eventually finish it. But for now, I'm like,
And then tomorrow never comes.
Yeah. Well, as After 7 says, tomorrow can wait.
I do love that song.
I know. It's a great song. So that's kind of me. But I'm just, it floors me because the stories are really good. Like, and the storylines are really good, and the characters are likable. I'm only into the second season at this point. So, but like, I love Huck. Huck is probably one of my favorite characters.
You're gonna be sorry.
No, not Huck. Oh, and and his struggle, like his AA struggle, which is actually kind of like Dexter going to AA, and he did for a while.
Yeah, I know.
And so it's just, but even that, I never finished Dexter because that also got kind of. As soon as they started doing the I think I love my brother thing, I was just like, nope.
Ew. I know, that's right.
This is not Game of Thrones. We're not
nasty.
Yes.
It's just nasty.
Yeah. So, and even like with Game of Thrones, I was kind of like, ugh. Because they do a lot of
It's
Oh, jeez. What is up with you on your phone?
I swear to God, most of the time nobody calls me. It's like, does anyone know I'm alive over here? I'm gonna listen to his messages and
Okay. All right.
But yes, I understand about the scandal.
Oh,
And
I find it annoying, and and that's probably why I think I probably didn't finish the show.
Probably why you didn't finish it.
It's just because I'm like, how can she be so like? And I get loving someone to the point where you are doing stupid stuff. I've done it. I have done some.
But you ain't done it with a married man.
Oh, I would never do it with a married man.
I mean, for me,
not knowingly, and kind of the thing that I think bothers me is how in watching the show when they do the flashback, it was pretty much from the beginning. Yes, there was an attraction there, but hey, you're a married man. Okay, you're in a bad marriage. That's sad, but you're still a married man. So, and I think that is.
So then, God, why go work for this temptation?
Right. And I mean, I get it. Tony Goldwyn.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. And what's even funnier is though, it's like the chemistry that they had in the show, even personally and like interpersonally, they still have that kind of chemistry with each other. When you watch them in interviews or when they like see each other on red carpets and stuff like that, you still see it. And so it's kind of, like, this is interesting. This is very interesting.
It's just chemistry, which actors need.
And they do. They have great, great, great chemistry. Right. So,
and I think actors really need to have that.
Yes.
But yeah, no, that was one of the reasons I really could not get into the show.
Yeah.
Because
I had it's yep, exactly.
Kind of just leaves you speechless. And for me, there's always the woman, and I'm sure she knows it. Heck, she perpetuated it in the show. The woman always takes the fall.
Right.
Why would she? And for me, I couldn't get it, and I couldn't get,
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it, but it'll definitely get me through the baby blanket. So I'm 2/3 of the way done.
It's like, I can't get finished because I'm sick all the time.
Right.
But I just really did not love that show. I tried to get into it more than once. You've seen enough scenes, and you get some idea of what's going on, but it's still like, no, I can't really. This one, I ain't feeling this one.
Well, and just even the whole. I mean, I get it. They're doing what they have to do to kind of maintain their power and all that stuff, but.
It didn't take very long. And even when you try to go back, there are so many people who are so awful. I mean, you start liking them and you're rooting for them, and then they do that, and you're like, do something, and you're like, oh, how awful.
Well, and just how they straight face just lie to each other. And I mean, like, straight lie.
There's not a good one in the bunch.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll keep watching just because I want to finish my blanket. But
you'll have to edit this down.
Olivia Pope is stupid for love.
Yeah, stupid is the right word.
Okay, we are back, and we are going to do What Would the Aunties Say? I have this fabulous story picked out by my handsome son. And so I'm going to read it, and we'll see what the aunties would say. Okay, it says, I am 27 male and recently moved into my own place. It is a small but nice apartment, and I spent months saving up and decorating it the way I like. I use dark furniture, framed vinyl covers, a couple of movie posters, some plants. That sounds okay. I'm proud of it. My dad remarried last year, and his wife is very opinionated. She came over for the first time and immediately started pointing out what needed to change. She said my apartment looks unwelcoming and not like a proper home, and offered to help by picking curtains, new wall colors, and even suggested getting rid of my record player because it looks messy. I politely said I like it just the way it is. She insisted again and told me that if I ever wanted to find a decent woman, I would need to let her redecorate. I told her she was being intrusive and that this is my place. She got offended. My dad said I could have been more grateful, and now apparently I am the jerk for not letting her take over my space. Am I the jerk for setting that boundary?
Do we? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Really?
Here's the thing: if he ever wants a woman,
she'll come in and redecorate.
She will.
But the thing is what would be even better is if he finds someone who is like, oh, I love the way that you framed your vinyl, or oh, that's a cool movie poster, or I mean, the thing is he'll find someone that either likes that kind of stuff or will find a way to kind of phase it out without being or to compromise,
or they'll compromise or whatever. That's a conversation for them to have. Secondly, he's a man. Right. The fact that he even decorated. I mean, we've all been to dudes' houses and apartments and been like,
especially a dude in his 20s, with the mattress on the floor.
Right? You're just like, this is a joke. Are there cameras somewhere?
Am I being punked?
Am I being punked right now? Yeah.
But the I think the other part of it is being opinionated is one thing, but you've only been married to his father for a year. So it doesn't even speak to what kind of relationship they have.
Right.
Now, if she were his actual mother and they had like that mother-son kind of relationship, it might be something that a mom would say, oh, I brought this, I brought you like this ficus to put in the corner, to make it look good. Or, oh, I got you some curtains, or you know what I mean? And he might be more more open to his mom doing something like that than some woman that his dad married who is just that.
Some woman his dad married a year ago, for that matter.
Right. And so,
like, I'm sorry, who wants?
But I'm offended that you won't do what I say to do.
What?
Like,
excuse me. Who have you walked up into anybody else's house and tried to redecorate?
She probably has.
And
she sounds like that kind of person.
And what did they say to you? And how many times have you been invited back? None? Okay.
Right.
That's what I thought.
Wonder why. Yeah. So I think that's also probably part of it. No, he's not the jerk. He's not an a-hole, and he's not a jerk for setting boundaries. Boundaries are good things.
Especially if it's your own apartment.
I believe that we all need more of them. Everybody needs more boundaries.
More boundaries.
But we also need to respect people's boundaries.
Respect also people's boundaries.
Important. That is super,
I'm sorry, if
super
someone's
important.
boundaries hurt your feelings, maybe you should look inward on that if they weren't very rude or whatever.
Why does this upset me so? Why so? Yeah. And sometimes I will do that. Like if I'm offended by something, rather than lash out, I will most of the time I will try to really examine why I'm upset. Most of the time. I
can't say I'm there yet, but I think I'm on the other side of trying to consider that stuff. I'm like, I'm old. I haven't got much life left. I'm going to tell everybody.
And see, I am more like, I saw this person and they made this Facebook post, right? And I did find it offensive. And I was just like, and I'm sitting here and I'm, furiously typing a response.
Exactly.
And then I'm like, no, I ain't got time for this.
No.
So I just delete. I was like, I don't have time for this. Nope.
And sometimes
that's not taking up my day. This is because I knew it was just going to be an argument.
Right.
And I was just like, it's not worth it. It's absolutely not worth it. Especially not worth it for someone that is just not a good friend. I mean, if it were a good friend, you have a conversation. But someone on Facebook, I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I was just like, nope. No. And for me, I was just like, okay, I have time for this. I'm going to, and I snoozed her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't have to see any of that crazy crap. And I was just like, okay, moving on to the next. And I think that is a sign of maturity and, and it is a boundary set.
He's not the jerk.
No, not at all.
I'm half kidding about the letting people know how I feel. Usually in my head, I have the conversation. And then like you, I should say usually. Sometimes in my head, I have the conversation, and then I do end up like, nah, I don't want the drama that comes after it.
Or
I can just ignore them,
smile and wave, and be like, I'll never have to deal with this person again.
Exactly.
We're done here.
You just, in your mind, you block them, and they are now nobody.
Right. Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nope. So yeah. Nope. Not he's not an asshole. Not a jerk. His boundaries are good, and Dad's wife needs to get a grip. Dad needs to get a grip.
I was like, Dad, did you just let this woman come up in my
Exactly. Did you just let this woman come up in my house and tell me what I'm gonna do with my place?
Right.
So yeah, no. Mm-mm. Nope. All right, we are back and we are ready for our favorite part of the show. It's called Full-Chested Fails. And that is when someone gets on our Lord and Savior's internet and says the most audacious things with their full chest. And boy, have I got one for you this week, Miss Lisa.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. I saw this and I was like, oh. Because I was planning a completely different one for this week. And then I saw this. I was like, oh, no, I got to get this on the show. This is great. And it is, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. All right.
Oh, I've seen this one.
Oh, you've seen it? Oh, my God. Okay.
Oh, my God. Yes, I have.
Okay, here he goes. Let's see.
All right, boom. You don't got a place to stay or you don't got no job to put you on how you can get you a place to stay for literally 6 months. So, boom. First thing first, what you want to do, maybe go talk to Church's Chicken, KFC, or something like that. Want to find you a BBW. And listen, do not be biased about no BBW. I know niggas be saying they don't want no big girl. Gang, you're fucking homeless, nigga. Beggars can't be choosers right now. So, boom. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Find your BBW and shit like that. Find you a good one, though. Most BBWs have good jobs. So you find you a good BBW, you know what I'm saying? She probably got her a good little corporate job, a good little desk job, because she ain't doing too much walking for sure, 100%. She got her a good little desk job, maybe a little security job. She don't do too much standing up. She can sit down all day at the desk. Boom, that's perfect. She probably got her own crib and everything. That's how they usually come. Own crib, car, maybe like 1, 2 kids. Shit, it'd be best if she got none. So boom, you see a little BBW and shit like that, you hop down there, you compliment her overly. Damn, I like your hair. You know what I'm saying? Even her hair was fucked up. Even her teeth yellow as hell. Well, I like them pretty eye white teeth. Well, I like that dress on you. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Overly compliment her. I can get your number, Instagram, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's probably pretty hard to get a little stuck up and shit like that. But she'll be overly flattered that you even hopping down on some shit like that. Because most niggas is not hopping down on big girls. These days, for sure. 100%. So, boom. You know what I'm saying? You get an Instagram and get a number like that. You know what I'm saying? It should probably take you like 2 weeks. Probably take you up to 2 weeks until what you link up with her. So boom. After the 2 weeks hit, you talking to her, you know what I'm saying? You probably smack on the first link, real shit. You apply pressure overly, smack on the first link. I know, nigga, you don't like BBWs, but gang, you gotta put yourself sacrifices, nigga. Remember sacrifices. Sacrifices first. So boom. Smack the BBW. But listen, once you smack, gang, you have to deliver the best strokes you ever did in your life. Like you have to be on your A game. 100%. Nothing lazy, nothing quick and fast.
He goes on. He goes on for
on and on and fucking on. Yeah.
But come on now.
Here's the
Seriously?
thing. Here's what I would say. Even though we've got the cutesy name, homosexual, men have been doing this for a long damn time. And so maybe you get got the first time.
Exactly.
So,
but you're not getting got by that guy.
Well, maybe somebody.
It looks like his hair's not done. Looks like he's making the video from whatever girl he's scamming's house right now.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
yeah.
Are you kidding
Like
me?
I said, here's the thing.
And of course, we have talked about this. I'm not dating anybody that doesn't have what I have.
And that's how women get there. And then dudes like that start whining. Let's put you up on game, sir. You may get a woman like that. You may get a season once or twice. You might get a second one.
Yeah.
And it's not just BBWs, by the way. They do it to everybody they can.
Yes, that is true.
And that's why women are so strict now. And you hear all these dudes whining about 666. No, it's not 666.
What
He
is
had grown-
666?
Oh,
I've never heard of this.
They're like women aren't appreciative, or their material. He's got to have a 6-pack and be 6 feet and
6 figures.
no 6-pack, 6 figures and 6 inches. And it's like most of us are like, if I'm a BBW, I'm gonna need more than
Right,
6
I'm like,
inches.
6
I don't know what you're
inches.
talking about, but yeah, the whole 6s. They want 6
don't
feet,
be proud of that.
6 inches, 6
Sorry.
figures, and a 6-pack, or something like that. So
Well, of course, but here's the other part to that. Okay, and this kind of goes back to what we were talking about with Olivia Pope. If a woman really loves you, she doesn't care if you make 6 figures. If you have a job and you're trying to provide, that's more than enough. You definitely don't need a 6-pack, because lots of gals, including myself, like a dad bod. 6-pack's not bad, but not everybody has a 6-pack. And so, again, if you take a shower, smell good, you know what I mean?
but that's what I'm
comb
saying.
your hair.
They're ridiculous because
A lot of women don't. That doesn't matter as
they
much
want
either.
basics.
And size, I mean, we'd prefer. But again, for a lot of women, if they love you, they're gonna stay with you no matter what your size is. Period.
Yeah, they'll make up lies like it's the motion of the ocean,
right?
Or whatever.
It doesn't. Size doesn't matter.
Anyways, but that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, but the thing is I hate the idea of playing on some woman's insecurity and making her feel. But of course, this also. Then I started thinking about my ex. And I'm like, he kind of did that to me a little bit, not a lot. It wasn't like him trying to move in with me or anything like that. But there was an element of, oh, well, you're so this and you're so that, and and that's what's important and why I like you.
And that guy goes on to talk about in this video, because I've seen this, and goes on to talk about leaving stuff at her house.
Yep.
Little by little.
Yep.
And it's been a while since the last guy who wanted to do that.
He'd be like, why'd you set my stuff outside your door? Because you left it here.
Right. Well, and the ones like just a few socks and some underwear. I'm like, no.
Yep. And
no,
well, I mean,
he did have his
also
own place.
talks about
and he still wants to leave stuff
like
at my house.
Staying at the lady's house, and then and while you're staying there, you'll be able to get a job and you can save up your money because she's already been paying all the bills. So if she asks you to pay bills, you just tell her, well, you've already been covering it all, so I'm not going to help.
And that's how you come home and find your shit outside the door.
I was just like, oh my God, what the homosexual?
And I think what he also said in his is like, while you're there, you're already
working on finding your next mark, basically.
And yeah, you're looking for your next mark. And then guys like that and all other guys, well, not all other, but you know what I mean, losers, will start whining about how strict people are and the whole women, 666. But they're also the ones who told you to choose better.
Right.
And that's why you're a single parent. Like you caught a cold and became pregnant.
Right. It's like,
you did not.
Right. Well, the other part of that is a woman can choose better if a man is being honest. But this man is talking about
how to lie
and how to be
manipulate,
dishonest, and how to manipulate your way into someone's life, home, the life of their kids.
Because
I mean, they're not trying to make that person's life better. No, they are selfishly trying to find a place for them to stay for the winter.
Right. Because there is no woman, no sane woman, no self-respecting woman who's going to be like, I want a homosexual for winter time.
I know. I think in the last episode I said something about it's cuffing season, ladies be careful out there.
And I think this guy goes on to talk about cleaning up.
Yep.
And there's all these things they do except get out, get a job, and get their own act together and have their own stuff.
Shit. Right. Well, and that's the whole thing is basically from what I gleaned from this video is he's basically telling men, you can take advantage of this woman for 6 months. And, but while you're taking advantage of her, you can level yourself up and get somebody that you really want.
Or,
and of course leave that woman with so much trauma.
And baggage and all that other stuff, and then try to use trauma and baggage as a reason not to pick her or stay with her. Excuse me.
It's the trauma you gave her.
It's the trauma and baggage you gave her. And technically it's not trauma and baggage if she recognizes those red flags in some other dude.
Right.
So you're messing it up for other guys.
Right.
Maybe.
Right. Who might be trying to pull the same scam you are. It is absolutely a scam.
It's a scam.
And so, because he's a straight up hobosexual.
He's a hobosexual trying to train other hobosexuals. And then when the hobosexual brigade has to be in the park in the wintertime,
right,
it's supposed to be our fault? Nope. No. Absolutely not.
So, but,
I saw that dude.
I'm
like, oh no, I've seen
my
this
thing
one.
is I feel like it would be, and he's not good looking. He's not well spoken. His hair looks unkempt. I mean, just
they rarely.
Yeah, he looks rough.
You know,
I'm sorry, but
it's
if you were complimenting me at the KFC or what did he say? I don't remember.
Either.
I mean, I'd just be like, thanks, and be out. Like, I was out somewhere last night, and I think the guy was, I don't know if he was flirting or not, because, I can never tell. But he sits down next to me, and he goes, you look like my ex. And I was like, oh, okay.
How unfortunate.
I go, is that a bad thing? Because I'm just like, okay.
She's your ex.
And he's like, oh, no, she's very attractive. You're very attractive. I'm like, thank you very much. She gives me my food. I'm like, have a good night. When I'm out. So I'm just like, and then I was like, was he trying to flirt with me?
You're in all honesty,
for me, I'm like, I don't know if that would be a good way to flirt. I was just like, because I would never. Because if someone looked like my ex, I'd be like, ew.
I want to run him over with a car.
Like my ex.
Dear Lord, don't let me run this man over.
I would be trying to go the other way.
Oh, see, I'd be trying to run him down.
That I think are good looking. It was like,
I hope
nope, I'm good.
I hope my foot doesn't slip. I don't want to go to jail.
The good thing she's not driving,
No, it's a good thing that I am happily celibate.
Well, yes, that too.
Have been for years. Mostly because of bullshit like that.
Yes.
It's too much. It's like trying to find someone in this century's dating pool, like a dead-end job.
Girl.
You do so much work.
I feel like it's like
you're in the middle of the interview and you're like, I don't want this job.
I feel like it's like thrifting at a landfill.
That's even better.
And I'm sure there are men who feel that way too. And not just women.
I ain't talking about men. I ain't trying to figure out men. I'm talking about myself.
I know, but I'm saying, I'm sure there are men that feel
if they feel that way,
do too.
More power to them.
Because there are men who are also, I mean, there are some women who have the same kinds of outlooks.
I don't know. I don't date women, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Yeah, there are just as many.
And I'm not saying there isn't. All I'm saying is, when you are dating and there are guys out there like that, it makes it harder for other guys. Yeah. But there are also women who are just like, I ain't doing this.
Yeah.
I got crafting to do.
Right, girl.
I got a book to read.
I got a baby blanket to finish, and I gotta yell at Olivia Pope.
Yeah. It's like I still haven't seen the last episode of Olivia.
Olivia, hang up! Do not answer that phone. It fits. Don't answer.
Right? I'm just saying. It's not that. I feel like for some women, and I think that if you're missing it and you still want it, you still want to date, do whatever. Be smart. Yeah. Don't let someone talk you out of being smart and having your boundaries and your expectations. But I'm also, if you're just like, I'm too old for this. I don't want to do this. This is too much work.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel bad about that.
Right.
Well, there are lots of women who are happily single.
Right.
And child free.
Right. And
I have a child.
I don't have a problem, but he's setting my boundaries.
Grown up and out of the house. So, yeah. I mean, if you have boundaries, guys like that,
Yeah, I feel like this whole episode could just be called the boundaries episode. Right? Because, yeah, Olivia Pope didn't have them when it came to fits.
She didn't have any.
The Ask the Aunties guy had his boundaries, and good for him.
Good for him and his crazy stepmother.
We as ladies during cuffing season need to remember our boundaries.
In fact, you need to
get
fortify
up and walk at any sign of a red flag that you really don't think you can live with.
There is nothing wrong with ending it at the first red flag. If that red flag is when they're like, oh, you're kind of cute. Oh, you look like my ex. What kind of flex is that?
Apparently she was very attractive.
Yeah, but
I got in my car. I was like, are you flirting with me?
You see, you were already gone. You were already gone and in the car.
But
which
I don't
means
ever really know either. And then I was like, nah, if he was flirting, he would have been more forward. And then I thought, and if he wasn't, he should have been.
So are you saying you don't think saying, hey, you look like my ex is forward?
It's weird. I thought it was weird.
It's weird.
I didn't think it was forward. I don't necessarily know if
weird.
That feels like a compliment to me.
It's not.
It's like,
I don't think so.
So you have a type. Great. Have a good night. I was just like, okay. But
I don't know. What's the point of telling you that if he's not trying to date you or insult you in some way? Not either one. It's like, have a good night.
Yep.
Weirdo.
Deuces, weirdo.
Maybe we'll get it on a t-shirt or something.
Well, weirdo, that can be a term of endearment. My friend calls her kids big weirdos. So.
Well, it can be. I suppose it's all in the tone.
Yes.
Come here, you little weirdo. Sure do love weirdos.
All right. So, speaking of weirdos, no, I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
We are going to get out of here. That is the end of our show. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the House of Hamm podcast on YouTube or on Spotify. And at the end of this, I've got a little treat. I just released a music video for That Kind of Day. It is yours truly singing. And it's pretty cool. So have a good day, week. We wish you nothing but love and light. Enjoy the video. Bye. Ooh.